Steve, you represent two of the guys in our sport that are definitely the future or the present even now. And on top of it, they're incredible media-savvy riders. They're great interviews. They seem like good people as well. Ken Roxon, Adam Cianciarillo. Makes your job a hell of a lot easier because our sport, as you know, God, we've got some robots. We've got some people in boxes. We've got some people that you're just screaming at them to, like, take this sport. Take it. Like, help us. Be Jeremy. Be that. Yeah. James never wanted to do that. Chad did. Jeremy did. Ricky kind of sort of wanted to do it. But Kenny and Adam, to me, they can take this sport to new places. Right. And you've got them. So.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I mean, already, like Kenny, I mean, look, we had some unfortunate things, but, like, again, back to the emotional spot, I absolutely love what I do. I'm blessed to do what I do. I mean, Robert Pastrana used to say, I'm saving you a shovel, like when I first started. Like, to be in the position that I'm in 20 years later is the most amazing thing, and I will never take it for granted. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. And I love these guys more than anything. And, when I got Kenny, it reminded me of a lot of the things that Travis had, or a lot of the athletes, Chad and everything, but he finally ticked every box if he stayed healthy, right? Like the fact he came out and the way he was winning, like that's what I needed, right? To take this sport to what, and I would say this, and every mainstream athlete knows it, and every magazine, I'm going on a press tour and everything, these are the greatest athletes in the world. I'll say it to anybody. I will challenge anybody. As Kenny knows, when we were doing boot camp, we invited ESPN, the magazine, up and brought their, they said, oh, these UFC fighters. The kid got destroyed in the gym on the mountain bike and everything like that. These are the greatest athletes in the world, and we have to transcend supercross. We have to get outside the sport. And, like, even back when I did the Anaheim, when Kenny, like, you're going to wear a suit. Yeah. That wasn't, like, for the industry. That was, like, to make this thing go, right? And, like, that's what Breitling got excited about. Or that's what, like, now we have somebody specifically, I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, dressing him for Anaheim 1. And, it's an NBA player's brand. Okay. Right? He started a suit company. And there's, like, these things that we need to get. And, again, I need a healthy Kenny. I need a happy Kenny. I need a happy Adam and a healthy Adam. But I believe in these two. I believe in the whole sport, but I believe in these two will be an incredible opportunity in very different ways too. They're not the same. I know everybody's liking, like, the Fox things and all this sort of stuff, but they're gonna do things, I hope, and I really am looking forward to it. That's gonna help hopefully the sport transcend. And they're on board. Kenny, when I told him the suit thing, it wasn't a fight. Right? Like, I've had athletes where they fight you. And it was like, I'm down. Let's do this. Right? And anything.
And I think, like, Kenny wouldn't like to hear this, but I don't even know if Kenny needs to win. Like, he hasn't won a Supercross since the injury. We know that. He's won a couple outdoors. Dude, he's foreign, first of all, so he covers all sort of markets. His English is fantastic.
You can't tell.
No, like, the guy...
Clinique thinks he's from California.
Okay. Yeah, well, exactly. Like, Jason Thomas is on the show all the time from Fly Racing, and we've talked about this before. If I'm in the industry, if there's one athlete I want to get, it's Kenny Roxon, to wear my helmet, my shoes. He's got everything. He's got all the appeal. Everyone likes him. Everyone loves him. Unfortunately, he got hurt, but, like, I almost think it doesn't matter for him. I hope he wins, and I think he will win again. But for me, like, that's the guy I want. He just represents everything I want in an athlete.
Yeah, I think no matter what, when he's done with the sport, he's made promises to me in a way that promises, in the sense of his friendship and how we want to grow it. He's part of this company in a huge way as a partner, right? And we want to... he wants to grow this sport. And just as I tried years ago before Fell got it and everything else, like, I'm all in with this. No matter what you hear, like, we got some NBA stuff going on and we have some golf stuff and everything else. I'm going to stay true to Supercross and action sports. It'll be smaller. But, I think Kenny's one of those guys that wants to drive. And to your point, there's been athletes in a lot of those sports, right? Ricky didn't win for a long time. Right? Still the most marketable, sold a shitload of product and everything. So there's no doubt that that's the case, but if he does...
You mean Fowler.
Yeah, Fowler, sorry.
People may have thought of Carmichael.
No, I'm sorry, I forgot. Right. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. By the way, the Ricky now versus back then is the Ricky I love and always will. I think with Kenny, to your point, does he have to? No, he doesn't have to do anything anymore. I mean, he's done really well, and he's smart about this, but... I think if he stays humble, which he has, and he continues to be willing to work with us, and you'll see some new stuff like the merch thing, and looking at pushing the envelope and not taking status quo, and being more outside the box. If he leads that way and takes Adam with him and takes the next, amateur with him and that sort of stuff in the way of a mentorship, because we need more riders to have the mentorship, not just on the track. There's incredible, like Ricky, Travis, all these guys, I could never tell you how to go to the whoops. It's like when an agent shows up at the track, no offense to anybody. It's like, Chad told me this years ago, and this is about, Chad and Dave Mirra are very similar. Mirra used to be like, I'll pedal the bike. I used to be on the vert ramp being like, dude, you got to do this to win. And he'd be like, listen, I'll handle that part,
I got this.
Right? Chad, same way. Don't tell me how to do this, right? And nothing because Bob Moore is a very close friend, but I think, you remember, Bob Moore brought Chad to Wasserman. And I think the reason Chad originally transferred over is part of that was Chad didn't need any more advice on the track. Bob was incredible at seeing lines and probably one of the best mentor he ever had. But Chad was all about business. I saw this, like the Slim Jim thing is what got him excited, right? He's like, I want a guy that's going to transcend the sport with me. And I think, like, for Kenny, sometimes I try to tell him how to ride, but I think I've been to the test track twice. Like, I tell him, like, when I'm pissed, right? I want to see the best for him. But I think to your point, to end it on that, is that I want him to win, though. And I think, I know he wants to win, and I think for the sport, outside, if he does win, like that run he went on for a while until the injury, people outside, trust me, we had stuff lined up. I haven't opened the floodgates yet with that kid.
Well, like I said, I think he'd be the guy. If I represented any brand in the motocross industry, I'd be like, I want Ken Roczen to, whatever I got to do. Obviously, Fox has him or whatever, but I'm saying in a theoretical sense.